My license says white, but identify.
I'm not asking about your license. I'm not asking how white you are. I'm just asking, if I told you I am a black man, like Congolese Heart of Darkness black, would you believe me?
Every time I do videos, I try to be as objective as possible. I really genuinely do. But this discussion so far is not making sense.
So much for sitting down.
Hi.
Julia?
Yes.
Aman. Yep. So you both came to the speech. Huge fans of mine, agreed with everything I have to say. Is that right?
Wrong.
Wrong. Got it. Okay. So you disagreed. Yeah. Did I change your mind at all during the speech?
No.
No.
No. I think I'm still the same.
No opinions, even slightly modified?
I mean, it might have gotten worse. I'm not sure.
So what are the big disagreements?
Well, of course, gender was a big talk of the night. But I think we disagree on very fundamental values, whether it be like a religion and its role in government, foreign affairs, immigration.
What about foreign affairs, do you think? I bet we disagree on gender, and we probably disagree on religion. But what about foreign affairs?
I'm guessing you're fairly isolationist when it comes to Ukraine and NATO and the United States.
No, not in principle. I'm probably an imperialist. I think empire is a natural form of government. So I might disagree with certain conflicts, like I think it was stupid of us to aggress in Ukraine. But in principle, I don't have a problem with empire.
And in reality?
Well, I would disagree that NATO expansion or,
So if you guys don't know, this is about a conservative speaker going against two liberal college students. The conservative speaker's name is Michael Knowles, and he will be debating students on different beliefs. I hope this is a good video. Let's not waste any more time. Get right into it. Please make sure you like and subscribe.
Categories we've created that map onto sex of male and female are not useful categories for categorizing people, as evident by the fact that people are actively rejecting these categories. There's an entire generation of people who are telling you these categories for existing do not work for them, and they're rejecting them. They don't want to exist under them. They feel they don't actually, represent them.
Okay, this debate is already off to a very questionable start. Wow. He just said, and he's dead serious, that people are rejecting the two gender categories. Okay.
And they're having to ramshackly construct their own identities.
The Olympics keeps redefining sex because they keep redefining what a woman is. And I didn't think that sex could be redefined, but like how they try to determine.
I didn't think it could be redefined either, but that's a little ironic that you're saying that. But let's continue.
Like if she's a woman enough to play in women's sports, like.
Because they let that male boxer fight the ladies.
Well, like at first it was like.
That wasn't even a male boxer.
He was.
But that got inappropriate.
His medical records leaked out of Russia. There was one test in a boxing league, and he's a chromosomal man.
Yeah, that's why I think they moved on from chromosomes.
Yeah, right, because he's a man. So they said, oh, yikes, we can't have him box the women.
Well, before, it wasn't chromosomes. They didn't care about chromosomes.
Before,
they
people
wanted
knew what
to
a man
stick
and a
your
woman
hand in their pants and decide.
I don't know about the Special Olympics. I haven't watched that.
I think it was the regular
It's not the Special Olympics.
Or whatever Olympics.
Yeah. So anyway, so we did. Okay. I guess we disagree on gender. Mm-hmm. Do you ever wonder though when you say these categories don't work, they're not helpful, they're not useful? Yeah. Do you wonder why societies everywhere have used these categories, man and woman, for all of history until like 2015 here? And in most parts of the world, they still use those categories.
There's a lot of reasons why. Obviously, like a feminist critique would be that patriarchy, oppression, power, control over the people they're categorizing. But like maybe in a time they would have been useful. At a time when I think hunter-gatherer societies, when you need, there's an entire sex of people who are generally physically weaker. Let's have them stay home and take care of the kids. And there's an entire sex of people who are taller, stronger. It's easier to categorize them because they can do this thing, but we've moved beyond that.
But I'm not even talking about hunter-gatherer societies. I'm talking about like 2009. Mm-hmm. Well, even a lot of time between hunter-gatherer.
People existed. They existed back then too.
I don't think they exist now.
I mean, they're telling you they exist.
Right, but people say all sorts of things that aren't true. Like the people exist, but they don't. Like if I told you I were a rhinoceros, I would not be a rhinoceros. I would just be wrong.
I mean, sure.
Where's the flaw in that logic?
I think just disagree at the reality of the people existing.
But you're saying the basis on which you know that the guy says he's a woman, that he is a woman, the basis is that he says so. I'm saying, how do you know he's not wrong? How's he, like, if I say...
I don't think you can be wrong in a socially constructed system.
Is race biologically determined or socially constructed?
Socially constructed.
Okay. What if I told you I'm a black man?
His
Am I a
license
black man?
says white.
My license says white, but identifying.
I'm not asking about your license. I'm not asking how white you are. I'm just asking, if I told you I am a black man, like Congolese, heart of darkness black, would you believe me?
You could.
That's a good question. See, this is, bro, and I try, every time I do videos, I try to be as objective as possible. I really genuinely do. But this discussion so far is not making sense. It's really not making sense. And there's too many logical fallacies in these students, bro. It is, and obviously they're young, they're students, they're trying to figure it out intellectually. But Jesus Christ. Like, you can't just go through life this willy-nilly where everything is up for debate. Do you have any, like, hard stances on these things? Michael Knowles said, what if he said he was a black man? And you're genuinely thinking about this. Like, you're really trying to, like, justify him saying that or justify your logic.
I guess, but no.
Yeah, like...
I could be, but no. I could be or no.
Because I know you.
I wouldn't believe you, but yeah, if I didn't...
You would not believe me.
But it's a socially... I mean, I think the construct...
It's socially constructed.
You're proving the point that race is not a useful construct to have anymore, because it's a socially identifiable category.
You don't... It's not useful. Meaning,
not anymore.
Meaning you can't... Race does not allow for any distinctions. It doesn't give you any useful information. You can't draw any conclusions, so you can't say that I am not a black as ink Congolese man.
There's so much more to say. First, though,
that's a fact, bro. This is just common sense, though. This is not a crazy analysis of race. It's not a freaking PhD level dissertation or thesis on race and sociology. This is just normalness. Like, this is just common sense to me. He's obviously not a black man. And some things in life just need to be obviously explained.
Like, generally, it's like a real, but it doesn't tell you, like, is it salty water, this type of water, that type of water. I'm telling you, these categories we have, like a label for water, is not sufficient and isn't useful in a social dynamic anymore. These ideas of, there's classes of ethnic people that are black and white, and there's a line between it. There's not. It's a spectrum of people, both biologically and socially, and these categories don't work, and people are actively rejecting them, especially in the gender category.
Would you drink salt water?
No.
So it is useful to know if the water is salty or not.
Yes.
But you just said it's not useful to have.
Like the category of just water, just telling you this is water. It doesn't tell you what kind of water it is, all the details about the water. There's different types of water.
Right, so I'm saying I'm a Congolese guy. Am I telling the truth or not?
I mean, you're from Congo?
What do you think?
I think you're Italian.
You don't know? Okay, so we disagree on race and gender. We possibly disagree on foreign policy. Is there anything on which we agree? Or are there other areas where you came in saying, I disagree with you?
Well, I was actually shocked that you are against gay marriage.
Why did that shock you?
I don't know. I thought we were beyond that.
Barack Obama, in 2011, opposed gay marriage.
Barack Obama is bisexual.
Well, now we might agree on something, but that's unsubstantiated. Allegedly, reportedly, I'm not making any claims. Okay, regardless,
right.
he still opposed it until 2011. He was considered quite progressive and leftist for his time, which was only 13 years ago. Not even 13 years ago. It was 8 years ago he left office. So I'm just surprised that you would be surprised that I, a Catholic conservative, would believe what all the Catholics and conservatives have always believed.
I mean, as far as I'm aware, isn't your Pope pretty conclusive gay marriage?
Oh, right.
No. He says God can't bless sin, so he's totally opposed to gay marriage. And he also said, "C'è già troppa," which literally translates, please pardon the dirty word, that there's already too much bigotry, is the translation. That was like a few months ago.
Oh.
Nothing else we agree on?
I'm sure there are fundamental things like murder is wrong, but I guess in the political economy we're talking about now, I doubt.
That's good though, because if murder is wrong, then that means murder is wrong because
I think so.
Not because of the bar.
I don't have
everybody
to.
thinks
I don't have to refer to something out there.
everybody.
Right, it's a first principle. It's just a first principle of practical reason, which it's what C.S. Lewis would call the Tao, or the natural law. So, okay, we agree that natural law, but
No,
you disagree.
we don't believe in natural law.
You just said you do.
No.
You believe in first principles. You're saying you don't need to prove that murder's wrong. You just know it's wrong.
So I don't know where they believe. I don't even know where they stand in this conversation. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not trying to bully the students at all. But guys, if you understand them, like you really understand where they're coming from, please comment down below and say like I fully understand them and they make sense, because I just don't get it right now. But let me know what you guys think about this video. Who won this debate? Was it Michael Knowles or was it the two students? Anyways, my name is Jojo.